weeks after learning hackers broke into an unclassified computer network used by President Obama's top advisors, senior officials are now telling us that they detected, quote, activity of concern in portions of its email system. Could it be a hacking attempt by a foreign government? Well, officials aren't saying who's responsible at the moment, but they do believe these two digital security breaches are connected. Kevin Mitnick is a former computer hacker. Welcome, Kevin.
Hey, thank you for having me on your show.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. So, Kevin, since October alone, there have been reports of hacks on the White House, the National Weather Service, even the U.S. Postal Service. Are hackers simply getting better, or is the U.S. government's security failing?
Well, I think the U.S. government's security is pretty much failing, and it has been for a long time. But it does seem like these particular adversaries are going after government entities, probably to get information, maybe information that could lead to classified networks, or sometimes maybe employees make a mistake of discussing stuff in email that would be sensitive. So it kind of makes sense. Or they could be after Hillary Clinton's old email that might be stored at the State Department. Who knows? But it seems to be that these attackers would probably be nation-state based, but I really don't know without doing what we call an incident investigation. And this is where we go and analyze the intrusion to try to find out how the bad guys got in and hopefully where they're coming from. The unfortunate part is attackers could make the attacks look like it's coming from anywhere in the world. So a hacker could be in Miami and make it look like it's coming from China. It's really easy.
I was going to ask you this because U.S. officials with firsthand knowledge say Russian hackers are the prime suspects in the White House hack, rather. And they say that that's connected to the State Department hack. So is there any way to know for sure? I guess there is a way. It just might not be an easy way to know for sure who's responsible.
Well, unless they have some other source of intelligence, the way that we do it in our company is we do an intrusion investigation where we go out, really look at the logs, do what we call a forensic investigation to try to get to the bottom of what was done, how they did it, and who they are. But that process takes a long time, and that maybe explains why the State Department's computers were down for a while, is so they could probably make image copies of certain computers that might have been attacked, so those could be analyzed by federal officials to try to get to the bottom of who's behind this intrusion.